Welcome to Talking Heads on USA Global TV, starring the one and only wonderful Dr. Jacalyn. It's a prestigious place where world-class influencers and experts meet, and where you'll find the most trusted advisors and coaches for all things in life and business. Visit usaglobaltv.com to sign up for our newsletter, get the value you need, and be first in line to learn about events and giveaways and other valuable content. Connect with us. Email Dr. Jacalyn at usaglobaltv.com to talk about how you can become part of USA Global TV. That's USA Global TV, where the doctor is always in.
Hello, and welcome to USA Global TV and Radio. I'm Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck. I'm the president, founder, and chief listening officer here at our network. Our show today is the Film and Music Show, and we have a special guest who is actually my co-host. Our original guest is not backstage, so the show must go on, and a great show it will be. We are going to be speaking with international award-winning singer, songwriter, novelist, producer, vocal coach, and a woman who teaches the power of listening, learning how to connect with our inner child, and learning all about feminine and masculine energies. Let's welcome to the program, Madalene Chan. Welcome to your own show. Hello.
Thank you, Dr. Jacalyn. Hi, everybody. Sometimes when things like this happen, the show must go on. The show must go on, and we are prepared, and that's what's great about it.
Yes. Yeah. So what I'd like to talk about a little bit, we had an earlier Zoom call today, and you have expanded your creative skills into a new foray where people can actually work with you and your team to create their own personal song. Tell us about this.
Yeah. Well, it seems to me that everybody, what I found, especially during lockdown, is how everybody was going back to family again. And it kind of dawned on me, thinking that how families are not really mentioned in a lot of songs. It's always about broken love songs or broken relationships or not broken relationships, but not really actually mentioned about family. So I thought it would be really nice for people to sing about someone that's dear and that they love, a celebration with family, an event that they want to sing about. It could be about a loved one that's passed on, and they didn't get to say what they wanted to say to them, so they say it in the song. It could be about someone who doesn't want to keep on relaying on what their life story is, so it's better to put it into a song, and maybe there's part of themselves that still need to come to terms or still need to release. So to put it into a song, your life story, what you're feeling, your experiences, it becomes real. It becomes, wow, did I really do that? Did I really achieve that? Wow. And even to the point of, I'm so happy that I didn't say it directly to the person because I didn't have the opportunity, but I know they're up there listening. I know they're around me, and I know they're up there listening. And I want other people to also know what my true feelings were and what I wanted that I didn't have the confidence maybe to say at the funeral. So you say it in a song. So it's a celebration. It's about memories. It's about experiences. It's bringing your heart and all those that are in your heart, to bring them into a song. And that's why I thought, I felt it was what was missing in the industry. And I felt there's so much trends out there, trend with the music. So that's Dr. Jacalyn, that's the reason why I felt it was time for everyone to home in on their own story, their own experiences, and tell the world
I love that you're doing this, and I'm so grateful that I'm actually someone who's working with you to do my own song. What was I
Absolutely,
thinking?
yes.
And you and I are writing it and performing it together, and your team is producing it.
Yes. Shall I
Yes, please do.
explain about the
Yeah.
team? Right.
Yes.
So we have a bunch of songwriters, people that write lyrics for songs for you. But because Dr. Jacalyn is a writer, a novelist, a writer herself, and scripts her own scripts. Not for USA Global TV, however, but she's a writer. And if you're a writer, you can express your words, your thoughts on onto paper. So it made sense not to bring a songwriter in on for the lyrics. Usually we use Audi, who's been filmed, interviewed by Dr. Jacalyn on the Film and Music Show. So where we go from there is, so Dr. Jacalyn wrote about her life. I then worked with Dr. Jacalyn and brought out a melody that she liked, a style that she liked, and then I sang it a cappella. And after that, it goes to Martin from Music Bunker Studios, who goes in, and I spend like an afternoon, few hours, singing as he's putting down into chords, into music. Because don't forget, just having a voice and singing a vocal melody, that's called a cappella, really, but it's called it's called arrangement. So that's why we need Martin, who puts it into the music context, the composer and the songwriter, because he's creating the chords. Then after that, I work with Dr. Jacalyn, and we work together, and we help to bring out the best performance in her voice. So she lives with the song, she becomes the song, she becomes that style until the point where it's so natural, it's so natural for her to sing. Then, and then Dr. Jacalyn then goes into the studio and sings a live a recording, a dry vocal. Dry vocal means not so much effects on the voice, not so much reverb. We need it dry. Then Martin will take the Dr. Jacalyn's voice and mix it with the musicians that have, oh, sorry, I forgot the musicians. Then there's the live musicians. Once we've got it to a demo, which is not a release stage, it's a demo where we can see the potential of it to become a single. Now, when it becomes the demo, we don't really need the live musicians in on this. We can do that all with Martin in the studio with all his, because he's a musician as well. But then when we want to take it to the stage of a release stage, make it into a single, then that's when you have to bring in your live drums. That's when you have to bring in your live musicians, guitarists, bass guitarists, whatever the song is needed. If it's a dance song, we need certain beats. So we'll outsource and bring people in to bring the dance beats through. And that's the whole process. It's a long process. It's exciting. And all at the beginning of it, we have what we call client liaison, which I will work with the client until they're happy, which I will work with them to help them to bring out their story. It's almost like a consultation. I work with them, and then they either do the words, and if they don't, then we bring Audi in. I will give the notes to Audi. Audi will look at it, and Audi will put it into poetry form. So that's, and then after that, after we recorded it, after it's been mixed and mixed all the tracks plus the lead vocals and the backing vocals, which I'll do as well. We then put it to the masterers that will give it that beautiful, it's like the icing on the cake, which will make it so everything is all EQ'd, equally balanced, equal sound. So then it gets mixed into a single, and then it's put an ISRC code on it, and then it gets released out there. And after that, you got to do the promotion. This is your song. You love, this is your heart, this is your song. You've got to promote it with all your heart and soul. That's up to you. Oh, and we can also provide videos as well, which we have contacts, but that's something else added to it. We just get the song to release status. That's it. That song's for you.
Woo! Thank you so much for sharing that. It's really liberating. You know, in our last show that we had on the Corner Bookstore, we had an author, and she wrote a book called Live for Joy, and her name is Anne Scotland, and we were talking about how as children we have that joy, and then at some point we're told stop acting like a kid and stop musing around.
A killjoy.
Right, a killjoy. But we were also talking about music and how music brings such joy, whether we're singing it, we're humming it, we're playing it. What does that mean to you when you think about how important music is in your life?
I feel, to me, music, even without the lyrics and the song, it's unspoken word. It brings out the emotion that I can't quite bring out in words. So it's the vibration, it's the music of difference, whether it's an up-tempo or a slower ballad. The how can I say, the music and the mood and the ambience is almost a trigger to release your emotions. Sometimes people keep everything all locked inside, and it could take just that one song or that chorus hook line, or it could be a certain melody in the verse, or it could be just words, and it just triggers, and then you got the waterworks going. And music is a universal language. Everyone connects to music. It doesn't matter which country you're from. Music is universal. It is not classed as high intelligence. I mean, it is for classical. There is certain areas of music that is classical, opera, a certain style, certain jazz, which is, but pop, indie, rock, band music, what happens? You hear that music and you might tap your toe or click your fingers or move your head. You have to, it's almost like you react with music, and it's little movements. You can't just stop and go, Maybe you can, I don't know. Maybe you can, but at the same time, if you're going like this, your brain, your ears are listening to the frequency, the vibration. So something is happening. Music is there to stir our emotions.
Yes, stir away.
Stir our emotions.
If you think about it, especially country music, there's a story there. And many times that story will elicit memories for someone or feelings that come up, maybe something that's unresolved or something that's dreamt about. And it's kind of a fun way of sharing your own feelings through someone else's work, if that makes sense.
Yes. I mean, even with empowering women songs, when women get together and they're singing an empowerment song, it's powerful. It's powerful. But there's a story. There is a story, definitely, with country, with blues, even with folk music is known for people who sang their life in a song. And I think that we were there a long time ago where people happened to feel better by singing their life, and then all of a sudden we're in this factory of this is the music that we're going to hear now. This is the style that we're going to buy. Almost like some radio stations. This is what you're going to hear. You know, this, if you want to, nowadays you hear, because of the internet, we hear all different styles, all diversities, all different styles, you know, and I think that's what's important. Sorry, I'm running away. I'm getting very hot in the studio today. It's very hot in the UK.
Well, I just want to
apologize.
comment. No, you're great. I just want to comment on something you said, and then we have a nice comment from LinkedIn I'm going to bring up in a minute. I feel like with this journey of writing this song with you, what was I thinking back then? That from when we put the words down and started rehearsing it, it's been quite a journey of emotions for me because, as you know, there are certain words or phrases I would get stuck on because even though I was singing them about it's my time to be loved, I really didn't feel like I was actually worthy of that love. And you called me out on that. And I notice as I've continued to rehearse it, I don't get as tripped up on it. I don't feel that worthlessness, so to speak. I feel that I am earning it as I go.
That's a good way of looking at that. Yes, yes, because even if you sing something that's I'm powerful, I'm this, I'm going to get there. If you don't believe it, if someone is not sensitive, they won't pick it up. They'll be closed off and they'll go, oh yeah, okay, yeah, she wants to be powerful, great, yeah, go girl, go girl. But if someone's in tune, they'll say, I'm not convinced.
That's what you
really
said to me. You said that.
Did I?
I'm not convinced.
Did I? I'm trying to say, oh God, yeah.
No, it really made me think about it that I was, even though we wrote these words about my journey and where I was and where I am, I'm not exactly where I want to be. So I kind of felt like a fraud in saying that I've arrived, I've made it, because it's a continuous journey.
It is a continuous journey, but at the same time, in order to bring that feeling you've made it, you have to believe you've made it. It's almost like you've got to go in a time capsule and move a little bit forward and say, I am here, I am there, I have made it. In order to bring the vibration, to bring the belief through and convey to your listeners. Otherwise, you're going to have to go in a different time frame, basically, and bring that into this frame. That's what you have to do. Or you don't even have to do that. Yeah.
No, sorry. I was going to say, we recorded what I thought was going to be the demo track.
Yes.
Last weekend or the weekend before, I forget. And then we met with one of your teammates and started exploring it. And at first I was kind of like, oh, I thought that was going to be the demo. And now I have to do it again. And the reason why I felt like that was that insecurity that maybe I won't be able to do it again. Maybe more things will start coming up for me. And then as we were continuing the conversation, I thought, no, this is the work. This is the journey. So I think that was also important. And we've got a great comment here.
And that's earning. That's earning.
Yeah, it is. This is from Alan Brunton. I hope I said your name right. I'm a neuroacoustic scientist and can explain the emotional reasoning for connecting with music besides the physics of frequencies to the brain. Alan, we'd love to have you. We'd love to have you on our show.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll put the the link for you to book in on a future show, that would be great. I'd have you today, but we're already 20 minutes in. So do join us. This is a fascinating topic that we haven't discussed before.
Yes, absolutely.
Everything is rooted in science, isn't it?
Yeah, and there's there's a scientific way as well, because I work more like the creative heart way, and I think everything is about, you take everything from everywhere and you just make a nice balance.
Yes. Something I wanted to share with you also that I found was really a key learning. I love to learn things, just like what Alan just posted. I didn't realize how involved that process was and how integral marketing and promotion is to get something released to the masses where it could potentially become a hit. And you wonder how anyone ever makes it unless they have, they're rich or they're so well connected. But I think that your team member Martin shared there are 2,000 singles a day that are uploaded onto Spotify.
On Spotify, 2,000. Yeah, and probably maybe more, because it's going up as you go along. I mean, yeah, it's I think you can either go two ways. You can go the way where more independent, and you can release an independent single. However, with that, you're going to be doing all your promotion on your social media. You're going to do all your make your single available to all, like iTunes, Napster, all this. There's so many of them. Usually, if you go for Apple, it's all part of it, the whole package or something. And then you've got to constantly have your blogging, connecting with your audience, and you have to do your live concerts, because that's where you will make your money, when people come and see you in live concerts. So that's if you're going to do independent. You've also got to send it out to all the radio stations. Remember, we had Scott Travers here, Big Scott, and he said certain you've got to just send it out, make sure that you label it and put the song title and everything, contact details. So you've got the radio. Now, with the record company, they already have that promotional market. They already have their pluggers. They already have their influencers. They already have their people that go to the DJs and say, hey, you need to spin this on vinyl, or you need to play this. Because they already have that budget. But there are some people out there that can provide all this. Like, say, for example, Follow Love, which was my single back in the heyday, 2013. And it charted number 7 near David Guetta and Girls Aloud. Now, the reason why it charted like that is that 15,000 was put into. First of all, they had to create the song. We had to create it, go in the studio, which I explained the process. And then, of course, the largest amount of funding is in your promotion and marketing. The radio pluggers, you have to pay. You pay them quite a bit, and influencers as well, that go about and create hype. Magazines that are going to do reviews. It's everybody has a piece of the pie. And but what's great about on the internet is that anybody can make a single out there and make it available. However, if you want to make it so it's high selling, then you have to put the work in, but you also have to realize you have to invest in the marketing and pay for the ads as well to get that out. It can't be just, okay, I've done this single and it's great as it is, and it'll just, the way that the universe, it'll be a top single. You have to put the work into it, and you have to put the belief into it as well. And you have to have as many people listening and giving. You've got to give it away free. That's another thing. You have to give it away free. sometimes as well. Especially if you're starting out, So
you have so much knowledge about this, Madalene. I think one thing that I find fascinating is when you think about the number of people who are writing songs, the number of people who are performing songs, and the number of songs that actually become hits, it has to be that it's that emotion that we need to get out to the world that drives us to create, knowing that the chances for success are so minuscule, but the passion and the drive override all of that.
Sorry, I'm just very hot. I need to take this off. Can you explain that again? I was just burning like crazy.
Yeah, it's okay. I know it's sweltering hot over there in London. So what I was saying was that so many people write songs or sing songs, and the percentage of them that actually become hits is so small. But that doesn't defy the creative genius, the passion, the desire that's in us as humans to put the content out there anyway, because the purpose of it is so much more than a paycheck or getting your name on that record label. Those things are really important, but yet people continue to put the work out there knowing that the chances for success are so small.
Oh, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, when you're in the studio and you're in the creative process, magic happens. Magic happens. When you're writing, when you're creating your song or expressing it through your voice, even though you have rehearsed it, when it comes to actually singing it live in the studio or live in a live performance, there's some magic that happens. You connect to that higher power, to that creative heart, to your soul. You connect with that. And sometimes there's a lot of singers out there that sometimes they have to lip sync. Oh my gosh, that is so soul destroying, especially if you're a singer. And then you have to lip sync to your song that you have written.
What's the reason for that?
A lot of it was before, back in a while, not so much now, was because they wanted it to sound exactly like the record, so people would go out and buy the record. So if you're singing live, you're not going to have that exact performance as that record. So for example, Top of the Pops, people lip sync so that they could automatically just go to HMV and know that what they bought, they're actually hearing the same sound on Top of the Pops on TV. And another one was some of them couldn't. Some people just had extra EQ and extra compression on the voice and extra to bring out their voice and make it more clearer, more brighter, more powerful in some areas. And when you sing live, you don't have that. You don't have the studio. You're live. It's raw. And some people, your fans, will listen and go, oh, no, this is not good.
Well, it's so true. If you think about different concerts or festivals that you've gone to, and when someone's performing live, they don't sound like they sound on the record. But you know what? We are going to take a listen to you singing Follow Love, which I really do love. So let me bring that up and we'll have a chat about what was really going on as you were performing this. What were you feeling? And about the environment itself. Let's take a look. Follow Love by Madalene Chan.
By your love, what you giving me is just not enough. I need a love to take me higher and higher and higher. Every step I take, I feel more awake. Getting closer now, I feel so alive. Stopping me, this is how I live. Ever closer now, just follow love. Love will take you there. Just follow love.
Wow, that was a lot. I always feel, oh my gosh, seems a while ago. Basically, it was in Malta, and when I was singing it, I thought maybe, they said, "Oh, you're just going to lip sync," and I went, "I can't lip sync," and they said, "Okay." So they had a little tape recorder, well, no, CD recorder, and they played the song behind the rock, for example, so I could hear the song. And I could hear myself singing it, and I just had to sing along with it. That's what I had to do. That was how they had to create that. But however, they didn't record me singing it at the time I was singing with the CD. What they did, they overdubbed it with the real song, the mastered wave of the song, the mastered version of the song. So the video is done, and then it's taken, and then they add the music after it. However, I had to sing it like that, and it was just so strange because I decided not to lip sync. I decided to sing it out loud.
So wait, just so I understand, so you were singing out loud, but the music wasn't playing. Your voice was laid over top of the music?
No. At the time of the video, when they were filming the video, there was a little CD player playing my single. So it was just behind the rock, and I had to lip sync to it. That's what the director, Derek Hanlon, said to me. I want you to just sing it, but lip sync, because you don't need to sing it out loud. And I said, I can't do that. It won't be real to me. I won't feel it. In the video, I won't feel it. I said, I'm sorry, I have to sing loud. I have to sing. And he said, okay. So he switched off the audio. So, and then that's what I did. I sang it out loud.
And you know what amazes me about, what amazes me, who's producing this? What amazes me about it is that it's such a great song in that you really feel just like jumping up and down and singing for joy. And of course, your voice is so beautiful. I just love it. When this came out, it hit the number 7 on the Billboard charts right over there in the UK.
Yes, it went, well, the Billboard is called the Billboard charts. And I think it's more, the Billboard, yeah. Music Weekly, was it? Yeah, Billboard charts. I think it's the UK, or it's kind of America, Billboard charts. Yeah.
We do have the Billboard charts over here. So yeah. Did you ever have, I know you're a very heart-centric person as opposed to being led by your ego. Did you ever have a desire for it to become number 1 and for something else to happen as a result of that? Or were you happy with what happened?
Well, it was climbing up. I mean, 1 minute it was 31, and the next week it climbed up to number 7. And then I thought it was going to go even further, but then my management and the dance production fell out. So then it was canned. It was put on
What does that mean?
Sorry, it means it's just no more money was put into it. It was just let it fizzle out.
So is it possible today you could revive it?
I could revive it, but I'd have to get permission because Soul Shaker were the dance production guys, and they're amazing. I mean, they're doing a lot of K-pop at the moment. They've had quite a lot of hits out there since, heck of a lot of hits. But they're not cheap.
That's a lot of money. Yeah. I remembered
it's probably more now. It'll be more now because that was in 2013. So I reckon they're about 25K now. For sure.
It just keeps going up. We do have some clips that I want to share as well. So let's take a look. And we're going to start with, how about Maddie Loveday with the Electric Goldfish Band? Is that okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Can you see this?
what you know. So far removed from all that we went through. And I took trouble track. My utter double stack as I go back to life. We only say goodbye with words. I died 100 times. You go back to her, and I go back to I go back to us. I love you much, but it's not enough. You love low, and I love her. And life is like a kite, and I'm a tiny penny. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Then I'm the world inside. We only say goodbye with words. I died 100 times. You go back to her, and I go back to her. We only say goodbye with words. I died 100 times. You go back to her, and I go back to life. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Did you ever love the wrong person? Just when you thought you were certain in the time. Did you ever love the wrong person? Thinking you not the wrong person in your life. Well, I wouldn't say it's not good enough, but he just tried to call my bluff. Too many times, too many fights about Mr. Wrong, Mr. Right. And I know you say you didn't care, but the fact just leads to despair. 'Cause now I'm not his measure, and so it begs the question. But it's never too late, no, no, never too late. All you gotta do is release your soul. To release your soul. To release your soul. Set you free. Oh, yeah. Release your soul. And set yourself free. Release your soul. And set yourself free. Woo! I can't believe that the ancestors I'm suffering when you take so good. I can't believe that the ancestors I'm suffering when my head is burst. That love, love, love that I'm feeling. This is love that I'm feeling. This is love, love, love that I'm feeling.
Wow.
Oh my God. All I remember of that day is that I had some really nice stage clothes, but because we parked right in this near the actual festival, we got gridlocked. We couldn't get out. So I had to wear the same clothes.
Well, actually, my teeth were weird.
No.
I thought it was great. I was wondering, how did you manage with those shoes walking around there? It's
I
like-
just, although honestly, they were just purely, I had the shoes in my bag, so that was good. So I could easily just change into my shoes. They were just for the performance. There's no way I was walking on that field with these wedges.
How did you feel? Like when you look back now, do you remember how you felt then when you were performing?
Yeah, I felt really, everything was going wrong that day. Something went wrong with the sound engineer. Oh, there was just, we got gridlocked. I couldn't, everything just, and I just had to just stop and just go, okay, it is as it is. Let's just, but I wasn't as understanding. Actually, no, to be honest, I was throwing a strop. And it's like my guitarist, Jimmy, said, Mads, come on, give it a rest. Just, it is what it is. Come on, girl. Let's get on. We've got a show. I went, okay, but like this. Oh my God, I was like a wailing banshee. And they go, oh God, she's having a strop. Everyone come away. She's having a strop. Because I was a diva with at that time. I wasn't being considerate to the musicians. I was a diva. But when we went, and some of them liked me, some of them didn't. And then suddenly when we went on stage, that's it. Boom. Everyone was like, everybody was watching it going, wow, they're so great. They're good band, good vibe. They must get on well together. And we did we did in a way. But I think they were a bit tired of my strops.
We're going to take a look at one more before we have to close out. Maddie, I'm calling you Maddie now. I always call you
Maddie.
Madalene.
Bye.
You always be Madalene to me. Should we look at, let's see, Velvet Rain or the Cosmic Sect?
Well, the Cosmic Sect is kind of in maybe Velvet Rain, because that's quite, even though it's a darker, like photo lighting. Why not?
Let's take a look.
Now we're not alone. There's a place where love and peace can bring together. In a world of tears, the angels say, ethereal beauty fills the heart and soul forever. I don't wanna hurt no one. All I need is an open door. All I need is belief in me to stand up for we are innocent. We will always be loved when you're so child. Look at love. There will always be love. Wait for you. Now that love is here to reassure. I know his presence here. In our world, rise up every child, rise up every child.
Wow. Woo! It's great to see another side of you because I haven't seen you perform. I see you across this screen, but that was amazing. How do you feel? You're very emotional.
Yeah, it was, that was a very emotional concert, and it was just the musicians were great, and it was just all it was in a hotel, in a small hotel hall, because you can sometimes perform, like say the Farsons Festival, big, lots of people, lots of people, but there you kind of went more contact with people. They were so up close, very close to you. And and at the time I was pregnant, so then, and you could have seen my bump. So it's emotional. I think it was very, singing New Child felt so connected with the energy of motherhood as well. So I kind of just with the energy of mother type of thing. So that was and my friend Kathy Manuel, I saw her there, and she's gone now. So a bit emotional. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. What year was that, Madalene?
Oh gosh, was it 2007, 2006, 2007, around there? 2006. Yeah. No, wait a minute. No, it's no, 2008. 2008, around that time. Something
Were
around
you
that
in the
time.
UK?
I was in
London?
Malta.
Oh,
Malta.
Malta.
Yeah, I was in Malta. I only just
Well,
came up back May 2020. So yeah, everything else was in Malta. Farsons Festival, that was all in Malta. I learnt my craft really in Malta.
well, I think what we're talking today is about music and how it evokes emotions, and obviously you're
Yeah,
sharing that day that you're performing it, you were going through something yourself, and you saw a friend, and now that friend's not here anymore, and it still brings up the emotions all these years
yeah,
later.
yeah, yeah. And the
And
fact that yeah, exactly. It's um and also just it was so special that day. It was just something so blessed. It was just everything just went perfect. As if someone just came along and just smoothed the ripples, so it's nice calm waters. Whereas the Farsons Festival, it was just this frenzy, just this and conflicts and egos and all this. But at this show at the hotel, the Palace, was the Palace, it was just smooth, and there was no full on makeup or this or anything on a big stage with big lights. It was very dim. In fact, it was quite hardly any light. And people just so that people could have the ambience of the music and not focus on me, but just hear the sound of the music and my voice. I wanted that I felt that was the right ambience for that show. So yeah, I mean, when you sing different styles, you have to adhere to that. You have to check. You have to have the backdrop, everything, your ambience to suit that style of song. And when you're a singer, you should be able to sing. You shouldn't let anybody stop you singing. You should be able to just sing anywhere, and try not to be so hard on yourself. Just celebrate your voice, enjoy your voice, explore your voice. And I feel I know the voices where I know there's so much because of my experience and because of my being connected with the emotions of voice and the healing of the voice, and having that experience of the different styles, and having just singing on different stages. That's I think that is worth more than getting your massive big paycheck because you had a hit single. Memories, experiences, they're pictures paints 1,000 words, but experience people that you meet on the way. That paints 1,000 words.
Beautiful, Madalene. I love that. That's such a nice way to take us out of this show, as I am just so grateful that you were sharing this with us today. So I'm sorry our guest wasn't here, but this happened for a reason. And I never saw these videos before, and I just feel so much closer to you now. And I just applaud you. So thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Jack. And thank you for allowing, being a guest on our show.
Madalene, please let people know how they can reach out to you. Let them know about the courses and anything else you want to share.
Okay, if you want to come on the courses, which I really urge everyone, if it's time for you to create your dream. How do you create your dream? You create your dream by connecting to your voice, by connecting to your true, authentic voice. And myself, me and Dr. Jacalyn can show you the way through learning how to make the transition to connect to your heart, to connect to your true, authentic voice, to have the confidence and the tools to live your dream, to discover, to explore, to become, and to lift your vibrations. Because heck, there's so much going on in this world at the moment, and it's not going to get any better. It's not. If anything, who knows what's going to happen? But you know what? If you're not dreaming, then it means you're spending too much of your energies in the outer world, attached to lower vibration. Keep the dream real. Be a star. Everyone's a star. And that's what Dr. Jacalyn and myself are here, so that people connect to their own star. And that's what you'll do. You can go on Dr. Jacalyn, USA Global TV, on the education and the courses, and it will take you onto a platform, Thinkific, where Dr. Jacalyn's education platform is on there. And there you will find a number of courses. Part 3 about union of voice and breath. Part 4 in 2 parts, transcending from the shadow self. And the second part of part 4 is about male energies, female energies, not in gender. But you have to go on to there to find out what it's all about. Because believe you me, if you go on there and you go on, take the course, it will change the whole perception of your life in your outside reality and your inner world as well. So come and join us. We are waiting for you. And also for songs for you. Don't forget, look out for that, because we will be promoting through USA Global TV Radio. And yes. Oh, and there's singograms as well. Oh my goodness. It's like show. Yes, there's singograms. If anyone has a birthday, I call everybody. When people have a birthday or a celebration, or you want to do that engagement or anything, a special proposal, both myself, Dr. Jacalyn and myself, we will sing, maybe together, sometimes separately, but we will sing a special singogram for you. Just get in touch with us. You can find us.
And actually, as we close out the show, we're going to sing a special happy birthday to someone. I'm putting it in the chat.
Oh, are we?
We, of course, are not. This is one of our team members, and we haven't prepared anything. And Madalene and I have never done this before together. But are you ready?
Okay. We're going to. All right. This is really on the spur of the moment. Are we just going to do the traditional happy birthday?
Just the traditional.
Okay, here we go. All right. After
1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you.
Happy
birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kathy Fulton.
Happy
birthday to you.
2. 3 cheers, Kathy Fulton! Hip, hip,
Go,
woo, woo. Hip, hip, yeah, yeah.
It just goes to
yeah,
show
Kathy
you.
Fulton.
We have
Okay.
that 7-second delay between us, I think. So
Yeah, we
did
do.
the best we could. All right, that's the fun for today. I hope you find the joy in your life and you find the singer in you. Please reach out to Madalene Chance. She is a phenomenal vocal coach and she will make you into a singer, whether you know it or not. It's coming.
Whether you like it or not.
We'll be back next week. We're coming up right now with The Wise Ones with my co-host, Mr. Red O'Laughlin. So we'll be right back. Thanks, Madalene.
Thank you, Dr.
Bye.
Jacalyn. Much love. Thank
Good
you,
talk to you.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Teddy.